Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I tinker with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you can click on the links in the comment section below. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. This video also has tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So, thank you very much for watching. That pipe goes in, you can see that gasket right there. So, some people do it without replacing that. I'm going to dig that out and replace it. I just don't want to take a chance of that leaking. But it actually feels pretty good. And that goes back to where the water pump is. I got my new seal in there. Let me turn this light on. Maybe, oh yeah, you can see the back of the water pump there. Let me turn the light on so you can see that better. See the water pump down in there? Anyway, the seal's in place. That's the engine serial number there, B5234T. I got the gasket for that, so I'm going to knock that gasket off. I got the bolts for it ready. This exhaust manifold was only on there a couple hundred miles, so I'm going to leave that on there. But I'm going to make sure all my bolts are good to go in there. I had one didn't want to go in. I think it was right there, so I'm going to double check that. Very thin coat of that gasket maker. The only reason why I'm putting this on there is because I don't want this to fall off and I don't have no dental floss with me before I get the bolts in it. So I'm just really using this to kind of glue this on the pipe. So when I spin this up and in place, I can get these bolts through here. I don't want this falling off. So I'm going to put this pipe through that hole, rotate it, put this bolt through here, then put those two bolts up there. And I should be ready to put the exhaust manifold on after that. Crazy as this sounds, I can't get this water pipe on with this oil line on. The oil line is actually in the way because the water pipe has to tuck behind the oil line because of the shape of the oil line. So I'm going to have to knock that oil line off and put the water pipe on and then put the oil line back on. It just gets deeper. Oil line off. I have the gasket on the back of the head cleaned off. Now I'm going to go ahead and slide the pipe in the hole, put those two bolts in there, and then secure this bolt over here for that water pipe bracket. On this 850, it has the original N motor on it, and I'm putting a K24 onto the engine. Upgraded turbo, lot bigger than the TD04. Now the R manifold's in place, the water pipe's in place. I'm going to put the turbo in place, and then I'm going to put the oil line in place. Then I'm going to bolt everything up. Make sure you get new gaskets. You got oil line here, water line there, then you have your oil drain pipe. That's the oil drain pipe over there. So make sure you have new gaskets. If you don't, you're probably going to have a leak. That could be a disastrous situation. And remember, this is a big upgrade for these cars. That's why it doesn't fit bolt on. You have to do some mods. Make sure that you purge your oil line before you install the oil line on there. Make sure you have oil flow. Prime the turbo with some oil in there. You just want to make sure that when you start this car up, you have oil in the turbo. I put a turbo on there. 200 miles later, the turbo was destroyed. I'm not sure if the turbo was that worn out or if not priming it properly caused that. So I got to check in the oil pan hole, make sure that it's clear, because the shaft just broke. Let me show you that. The first K24 we put on here, and as you can see, the turbine wheel is off of it and it's busted. So make sure you have a good turbo. It's been rebuilt. That's that button head screw I put on there. That thing was still cutting into the water line. So then your charge piping and all that stuff. You want to upgrade the car properly, stage zero it properly, or you're going to have this kind of problem. So I hope you enjoy the other videos that has to do with this mod. I was getting ready to put the coolant return banjo bolt in, and I found a bunch of metal inside the bolt. So I blew that out, scraped out what I can. That may have something to do with this turbo dying so quick on the car. I used this vacuum hose to suck up some of this Arizona tea, full synthetic oil, and pushed it down into the top of that turbo till that turbo is full of oil. Now I have the ignition disconnected over there. I'm going to disconnect the fuel. Then I'm going to crank this car until oil is coming out of this oil pipe. I'm going to put a bag over it, a Ziploc bag, and when that bag starts filling up with oil, I'm going to go ahead and connect that oil line, because I'll know that it has oil flowing through it. The Ziploc bag on there, it is dry. I'm going to crank it till I get some oil in there. As you can see, I got a bunch of oil in the bag. Now I cranked the car 3 times for 10 seconds. The third time, around 8 seconds, the low oil pressure light went out. And then after 2 seconds, I come out here and check my bag. I got oil in my bag. So I know my oil line is primed with oil. So now I'm going to go and put that oil gasket there, put that oil line on, and then put the rest of the turbo stuff together, fire up the car. Alright, the oil line is on. Just have to tighten the exhaust on with the clamp, put the rest of the turbo piping on, and this thing's ready to roll. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.